Okay, my thoughts on Black Lives Matter and this Kanye West White Lives Matter fiasco. Black Lives Matter was first, introduced maybe I think after George Floyd or after Trayvon. I can't even remember. It's so much nonsense that you know it's hard to like pinpoint the inception of stuff, but Black Lives Matter came about because of the police brutality. And when we said Black Lives Matter, we were saying that Black Lives mattered too in America. Like, Black Lives also mattered. And we were saying that, you know, we felt as though Black Lives weren't being valued to the level that they should. And therefore, there was a whole movement created, and black people donated tons of money to a couple people because we felt like Black Lives mattered. So we gave our black money to a couple people. Those people ended up scamming us and have zero consequences for it. Black people have recently kind of caught wind of that, and the movement is not really as prominent. So then you fast forward to Kanye West wearing a White Lives Matter t-shirt, right? And at first sight, you look at it, you go, fuck is Kanye doing? Right? And then after thinking about it, because I don't think people think about shit, I think y'all just get enraged and outraged about shit. And to be honest, I don't really know too many real black people that are really upset about his Black Lives Matter t-shirt. I know a lot of figureheads as far as like, you know, uh maybe like Willie D, uh Dr. Umar Johnson, um, all the famous people that get rich off of promoting black suffering. Those people um they, you know, disagree with Kanye wearing the White Lives Matter t-shirt. But I have a different spin on that. I think that it's okay to say white lives matter. They do. They absolutely do matter. That shirt kind of means nothing because white lives do matter. They do. You know? Just like black lives matter. Uh, I think that, you know, to say white lives matter does not mean black lives don't matter. But I think Kanye knew that y'all would think that. And now he's getting his publicity, his bad publicity, but no publicity is good. All publicity is good publicity. So, you know, there you go. Kanye's more relevant now because he wore a shirt that said something that we already knew anyway. It's like saying, wearing the sky is blue t-shirt. It is. It's okay. Doesn't mean that the grass isn't green. And, to be honest, we're all Americans. White, black, doesn't matter the race. Hispanic, Asian, Indian, like we're all Americans. We're all stuck here on this planet together. We have to find a way to make the world better, regardless of what the elites have kind of programmed us to do. You get the few elites that do things, they go against the grain, and people, they tell us to kill that person. They like, this is the next person that you should hate, and if you want to hate Kanye for something, I think wearing a White Lives Matter t-shirt should be low on the list of things to hate him for. He is a weird individual who is selling you silicone shoes for about $250 to get these fucking Crocs. I think you should hate him for that, because he's tricked y'all into putting ugly ass silicone on your feet for $250. Now, people that like those Yeezys, I mean, honestly, that tells me a lot about you. Like, that's where I draw my line. Like, oh, you're one of those Yeezy wearer people. Boom, you're over there. I'm rich over here, because one day I'll be able to sell you guys fucking silicone bullshit. But you won't buy it from me. No. I'll get somebody who's feeding you poison to sell it to you, and I'll be rich that way too. You will never know my name is even a part of it. I mean, this is what the real rich people do, is they sell you bullshit that you don't need. What's funny? Why a Tesla that's bought 2 years ago is worth more now than it was 2 years ago? Because it has actual value. Whereas all these other cars, I got me a Bugatti. I got me a fucking, a BMW. Oh, they love the BMWs. The black women love the BMWs. But they get those and they're worth less. Literally, the day you buy them, they're worth less. It's because they don't have any value. I drive a Hyundai. My dad gave it to me. And to be honest, my Hyundai does everything a BMW does. We have to go the same speed limit. That's it. It's crazy to me that we let the world get us spun up on, things that are unimportant. White lives do matter in America. They do. You can't stop that from happening. And if you want to, you're evil. Point blank, period. White lives matter in America. Black people have the privilege of being able to kill each other because white people have mostly left us alone. That's the truth. There's not one thing on this earth that a white man can stop me from doing. Not one thing. If I want to go to the moon, Jeff Bezos showed us you just have to have a lot of money. You get a lot of money, you can go to the moon. Or I can go to school and get all the credentials. You know, ex-military, like, go to school, get all the credentials. I could become an astronaut. Like, you know, white people are not your enemies. They're not the enemies of America. You know, we are not the enemies of each other. The real, you know, the real enemy is the media that takes the picture of Kanye West's White Lives Matter shirt and spreads it to the masses so that we can have all these divisive thoughts on it. You know, black people, you have bigger fish to fry than Kanye West wearing a t-shirt that says something that exists and you can't do nothing about it. You know, like, what if my daughter grows up and her best friend is white? You know? Ooh. Guess what? Her best friend's life probably would matter to my daughter. My daughter's life would probably matter to her friend. Like,